Hey friends, today on Orbiter Travel we're spending time in the Big Apple, New York City, and our picks for the top 10 things to see and do when visiting the city that never sleeps. Be sure to stay to the end as we have a special bonus that for many will probably be the most memorable part of your trip. One of the most iconic visuals when flying into New York City is the sight of the massive and majestic Statue of Liberty. Located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, Lady Liberty was a gift from France and was dedicated back in 1886. The statue is made of copper and represents the Roman liberty goddess, Libertas. In her right hand she holds a torch to the sky, while her left hand holds a tablet with the date of the Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776 in Roman numerals. The Statue of Liberty quickly became a welcoming symbol for immigrants arriving to the States via ship from across the Atlantic. Visitors to the statue are welcome year-round, but a note of caution: if you wish to climb all the way up to Lady Liberty's crown, it's 162 steps from the pedestal and there is no elevator. No trip to New York City, especially for first-timers, would be complete without visiting the Empire State Building, which towers into the sky 102 stories high in Midtown Manhattan. For nearly 70 years it was the tallest building in the world until eventually being surpassed by the first tower of the World Trade Center in 1970. One of the Big Apple's most popular tourist destinations, millions visit annually to see the building poor King Kong made internationally famous back in 1933 when he battled attacking airplanes on his way to the top. Visitors to the Empire State Building especially enjoy the observation decks on the 86th and 102nd floors, where on a clear day you can see the true splendor of the city from nearly 1,300 feet high. Lines to access the observation decks can be long, so be sure to plan ahead. Each year millions of tourists to the Big Apple visit one of the city's signature landmarks, the Brooklyn Bridge, which spans the East River and connects the boroughs of Brooklyn and Manhattan. At the time of its completion in 1883, it was the largest suspension bridge in the world. The massive bridge contains 6 lanes for traffic as well as a lane for pedestrians and bikes, and one of the favorite pastimes for visitors is to walk all the way from one side to the other. Even the famous New York City Marathon has traversing the bridge as part of the race's route. It's free to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, but keep in mind it's over a mile long from one side to the other and it can get quite hot during the day, and there is no shade available. Before the construction of the massive bridges connecting the many boroughs and regions of New York City, an intricate ferry system helped residents travel the various waterways. The most famous of these is the Staten Island ferry service, which has been in operation since 1905, and to this day transports nearly 100,000 people daily across New York Harbor. Over the years, the Staten Island ferry, which is free to the public, has become a very popular tourist attraction. Actually comprised of 5 boats, 117 trips occur on an average workday, transporting commuters and tourists back and forth between Staten Island's St. George Terminal and Manhattan's Whitehall Terminal. Take a ride and you'll be treated to wonderful views of Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, and the city's stunning array of massive skyscrapers. Next up is one of the busiest and most visited tourist destinations on the planet, Times Square, affectionately known to some as the crossroads of the world. Times Square is one of Manhattan's most iconic spots with its plethora of giant colorful neon digital billboards and throngs of tourists, literally hundreds of thousands of people every day and night of the week. It's one of the world's busiest pedestrian areas. It's estimated that nearly 400,000 people visit or pass through on a daily basis, a number that balloons out to 50 million people annually. And over 1 million people head to Times Square on New Year's Eve to watch the giant bright ball descend, ushering in the new year. Manhattan locals avoid Times Square like the plague if they can, but it's still something you have to experience at least one time in your life if you have the chance. Millions of people annually travel to New York City for the primary reason of attending a show in New York's world-famous theater district known as Broadway, which is comprised of 41 theaters, each with a capacity of at least 500 seats. Located near Times Square in Midtown Manhattan, Broadway, along with London's West End, are the 2 preeminent live theater centers in the world. More than 15 million people annually attend Broadway shows with box office receipts approaching $2 billion each year. If you do take in a show, you may also enjoy visiting the new Museum of Broadway on West 45th Street, which opened in late 2022 and provides a wonderful detailed history of Broadway and its profound cultural impact on the city. Tickets can be hard to come by, so you'll want to plan ahead and purchase them before your trip. Our next attraction is the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the United States and the 7th tallest in the world. Still called Freedom Tower by many, which was its original name, the massive skyscraper opened in late 2014, 13 years after the September 11th attack brought down the towers of the World Trade Center. The building houses an immense 3-story, 125,000 square feet observatory between the 100th and 102nd floors, and offers visitors a mind-blowing panoramic 360-degree view of the city. High-speed elevators, called skypods, whisk you to the observatory, where upon arrival you'll enjoy a detailed multimedia presentation on the history, construction, and features of One World Trade Center. If you are enjoying this video and love to travel, please consider tapping the like button and subscribe to Orbiter Travel. Your support really matters. One of the most popular destinations in New York City, Rockefeller Center welcomes millions annually to marvel at the sights and fun activities available year-round at this 22-acre complex located in Midtown Manhattan. Recognizable to millions of TV watchers due to its famous outdoor ice skating rink and gigantic Christmas tree during the holiday season, visitors to Rockefeller Center are treated to a wide assortment of shopping, picturesque sculptures, and amazing restaurants. And though there is plenty to see and do year-round at Rockefeller Center, there's no question the best time to visit is during the winter holiday season, when the entire area sparkles with beautiful decorations and millions of lights. Highlights include the top of the Rock Observation Deck, which offers a wonderful view of the city, and the famous Radio City Music Hall. The sprawling neo-Gothic St. Patrick's Cathedral enters our list at number 2. A must-see destination for visitors, regardless of religious affiliation, the cathedral welcomes over 5 million visitors annually, including many who come just to take in its stunning architectural beauty. Located in Midtown Manhattan, St. Patrick's Cathedral serves as the seat of the Catholic Church's Archbishop of New York, and it's so large that it occupies an entire city block. Opening in the year 1879, highlights include colossal 330-foot-tall spires, 9,000-pound bronze doors, and a breathtaking array of some of the most incredible stained glass windows anywhere in the world. Before we unveil our top New York City pick and very special bonus attraction, here are a few honorable mentions that could have easily made our list. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, Grand Central Station, Radio City Music Hall, the Guggenheim, New York Public Library. Topping our list is Central Park, the most visited urban park in the country and the most filmed location on Earth. Nestled between the Upper East and West sides of Manhattan, Central Park welcomes nearly 50 million people annually, and this includes both locals and tourists. Created back in the mid-1800s, Central Park's sprawling 843 acres contains 8 lakes and ponds, several wooded areas, numerous grassy meadows and lawns, and it's truly wonderful for the entire family with 21 children's playgrounds. A number of New York City's most popular attractions are located in or around Central Park, including the Met, the American Museum of Natural History, and Strawberry Fields, which was named after the Beatles' song and is across the street from the Dakota, John Lennon's longtime Upper West Side home. At the beginning we promised you a bonus destination you just need to visit at least once if you're visiting New York City, and that's the 9/11 Memorial and Museum commemorating the September 11th attacks that brought down the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in 2001. Located on the very site where the buildings were destroyed and nearly 3,000 people lost their lives, it is a beautiful and very poignant reminder of that horrible event, and a deeply moving memorial to the innocent people and heroic first responders who lost their lives on that horrific day. 2 identical 1-acre reflecting pools and waterfalls are located where each tower stood, and they are surrounded by bronze panels memorializing the names of every person who lost their lives. You'll definitely want to allow yourself a few hours to tour the memorial and absorb the heartbreaking gravity of that devastating tragedy. Tell us in the comments if you agree with our picks, and check out these other great travel videos. Please give us a like and subscribe to Orbiter Travel. See you on the next one.